Oh, hello everyone, Mano Nadawoli. Claudine again here. I came with a brand new video, and today I'm going to talk about the perfumes that have honorable mentions that I purchased in 2022 that I'm going to rock on again in 2023. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. If you're not new but you're already subscribed, welcome back. Thank you for tuning in, and let's get started. I will start off with L'Interdit from Givenchy, L'Interdit Rouge, because 2 years ago I sprayed it on my arms and I was just seduced by this perfume, and I told myself one day I'm going to have it. And I also know that the longer I wait, the more the price is dropping. So I was just having some patience and it was worth it, and I'm very, very happy to have it in my collection. I'm not so fan of the L'Interdit, the original. I have a mini parfum here of it, but I think it still looks good on the shelf, and I said, why not having it? I started to like it. It somehow grew in me because this is my least favorite of the line. I still would like to have the L'Interdit Intense because they're all tuberose based, but for me they are different enough that it's worth to have all of them. This one has much more ginger note than the tuberose, and I really, really enjoy this. I have loud projection and also long performance of this one. I don't need to overspray, but God, in winter time, this is just the way to go. And the next one that I have here is YSL Libre Le Parfum. If you like the YSL Libre L'Intense, you would like this one. It's very intense, it's potent. Something is hitting the vanilla in this that is very difficult for me. It's not for everyone. Although the Le Parfum version is something that I can tell myself, whatever was in the Libre Intense is not here. I prefer this one, but it doesn't mean that I'm not wearing YSL Libre L'Intense. I sample Oriana from Parfum de Marly, and the second I smelled this perfume, I told myself I have to buy it. It's just so nice. I know many people complaining about it being too boring. It's just sweet, it's nice, it's really rich. As soon as I had it, I had to check what is the dupe, what is the perfume that smells like it. After doing my research, people say that Dolce & Gabbana Parfum is very close to it, and I said I'm going to have it. And by the way, this is not the cheapest either, which is a shame. At the beginning I had to wait, let's say 3-4 months for it to really settle, and it even started to have something really sharp. It doesn't bother me. It could bother people who are not used to it, but for me, I could understand why people cannot stand it. But on the other hand, it's just marshmallowy. And then I was not happy. I was not satisfied because as much as it's quite similar to Oriana, I had the sample version with me and I compared them up like 75% similar. If I take Oriana, then Oriana would be the 100% and this would be 75% because this has a louder note in it that Oriana doesn't have, but this louder note here is making this one lasting long. On the dry down, they are going separate ways. This is how different it is from Oriana. Still, I really like it. I have quite a dent since I have so many perfumes, so I have to wear all of them. Then I heard a lot about Armani Code, which is also compared to Dolce & Gabbana Femme. It's more similar to Dolce & Gabbana Parfum. However, this has this milky note. I don't know, when I smelled it the first time in a store, I felt like something was really off here. But could it be that I mixed it with Dior Addict too? And Dior Addict is a bit too strong for me. The mask there is just, I cannot stand it. And I said, I'll give it another try. That was, I don't know, a year or so after. I said, what the heck is that? I just need to have it. And yeah, here it is. I'm very, very satisfied by it because this is for me, it has the lactonic. The sharp thing that I smell in Dolce & Gabbana Parfum is not present here. However, this is creamier. The Dolce & Gabbana is more like fresher. Here is creamier, but they are quite similar. And then you might wonder, why do you have both of them in your collection? Because as much as they are similar with each other, these two perfumes have their own personality. And I think that's the beauty of it. That's why I'm having lots of perfumes which smells more or less the same, but I can tell myself, no, sometimes I'm in a mood for Armani coat, sometimes I'm in a mood for Dolce & Gabbana, but if you like this one, you might like that one as well. The next perfume that I purchased, yeah, we can go with the next Dolce & Gabbana. I have my favorite of the line of light blue is Light Blue Forever. I would say this is the best of the line. I don't know. It has a plasticky note. It's exactly this plasticky note that I like. I don't know what people mean with a synthetic smell, non-synthetic smell. Guys, most of them are wrapped in plastic. From what I smell here, it smells a bit woody, but at the same time it's fresh. The mixture of the woody note and the freshness in here makes it really, really beautiful. Let me spray that one. I can douse myself in summertime. I really like this one. I have a mini version of the light blue Eau de Parfum, which is staying in my shelf. Not touching it. I barely touch it, but I think it's still nice to have in a collection. What is the point of collecting if it's not having diversity? Probably my best purchase of 2022 is this one. This is from Lattafa. I didn't know I liked Oud until I smelled that perfume. And let me tell you, from the presentation, I have the cap looking so good, so niche. I can already smell, oh god. This is, I think, one of the perfume that I wore the most last year. For, let's say, 2 months, I know that I use quite a lot, and this is very loud. Beware. When you're wearing this, it will stay on your clothes for 5 days. It will step out of whatever smell is there, and you will run away until you wash it. And what I really like in here is it has this quite spicy, but not too sharp spice note. Which is spicy, this is crispy, just so great. Longevity on the skin. I spray it in the morning, I go back home from work in the evening, I still smell it. And if it's put on in a place where, for example, around my hair or something like that, I will smell it the next day. If you want to have a cheaper version of Initio Oud For Greatness, then Oud For Glory is just the way to go. So that's it. I have two perfumes that are duping each other, but I didn't know it before. And honestly, I got the original, and then I was so curious about the dupe version. I just smelled it and I said, like, no, they're not duping each other. Actually, they're independent perfume on themselves. What I'm talking about is Givenchy Irrésistible. I have a small bottle here, but oh god, this is very sweet, like bonbon. This is so good. Anyway, and since I had it already in my collection, as I said, I went to Zara and I tried Captivatingly Paris. Sometimes I play around. I spray 2 sprays of Givenchy Irrésistible and then 4 sprays of this, and I'm good to go for the whole day. It's staying long. It's just beautiful. But you can wear alone either Captivatingly Paris or Irrésistible from Givenchy. This is really worth having in the collection. On Captivatingly Paris, I get on my skin, it's 4 to 5 hours. On fabrics, I get obviously more than that, 7 to 8 hours. I think this is enough. Another perfume that was inspired, I smelled it in a store and I told myself, this is something I've never smelled before. Maybe there's something that smells like it, but for me, I've never smelled it before. This is Nomade Eau de Parfum Naturelle. This is so great. Actually, I have Nomade Eau de Parfum. It's not bad. By the way, Chloé Nomade Eau de Parfum smells very unisex. Doesn't matter if you're a man or woman. smells like pretty neutral, but the Nomade line are just unisex. And this is exactly how I feel about Nomade or the Parfum Naturel, not Eau Naturelle, because the Eau Naturelle is just a disaster. I couldn't smell it. I like herbal type of scents, but that was way too green for me, and I did the mistake to spray it on my skin, and oh god, how I regretted it. That was really, it smelled really, really nasty to me. Here we have Eau de Parfum Naturel. This is really long lasting. It performs well. At least I feel like it's very loud on my skin. It has a hide and seek effect, in particular after 5 hours wearing it. Since we talk about unisex and perfume for man or for woman, I have here Stronger With You Intensely. Yes, it's marketed as for men. As soon as I smell it, I said, I want to have it. I have a travel size of it. Very strong. It's less dark. It's quite fresh, but very sweet. And I think the sweet notes in it is making it stay really, really long. Let's stop here and I will continue with the next lines of perfumes that I purchased in 2022, but I'm definitely going to rock in 2023 because they are just worth having. And thank you for your attention. I see you with the part 2 of the same range of perfume. Filou me! Bye!